Good morning. Oh my gosh, New Year's Eve. Do you have any plans tonight? I don't. I'm going to watch a movie and snuggle up with a big cup of cocoa because I don't drink. And I'm going to enjoy my New Year's Eve with my husband. And that's it. I'll probably be in bed before it even before it even comes around. I was told years and years ago, whatever you're doing on New Year's Eve brings the energy of that into the new year. So maybe that's what I'll be doing, drinking lots of cocoa and watching lots of movies. Anyway, let's get started on the stone readings. Winnie, hello, Winnie, and welcome. So today's, let's find out what you're sitting on this beautiful New Year's Eve. Today, you are sitting in 5, 10, and 2 is 12. 12 are all the planets. That sits in the whole galaxy. It's like all the planets are lining up and actually everything's in place, but there's one thing out of place. So it's almost like you're feeling like almost all together. Everything's going great, but it got one little thing that's nicking and nagging at you to get some attention. So today I want you to think about your path and where you've gone and what you've done throughout your life and throughout this last year, and one little thing that you want to move forward on. There's one little thing that you either have regret to or you wish you'd started, and it's saying now's the time to actually wake that up. So whatever it is that is in the background of going, I need to wake up, now's the time, give it a go. And your card today is this, the Time Master. Watch your time, because time can get away from us, right? And it's telling you, quit putting off tomorrow what you could do now. Oh yeah, let's all get together, make a plan then and set a date to do it, so that you're not having time just whip by before you actually do what it is that you're wanting to do. This little thing in the back that's nagging is one of those things you kept putting off. Oh, another time, another time, another time. Stop waiting for the time to be right. Make the time right, and then get in there and do that. Woohoo! That's a big one. I hope that helps you. Uh, and Ken, I know the reason my trip got postponed. Please, I'm going to tell you it's the timing. It's telling you that the timing isn't working right now. What's happening is all the energies have to line up too. And when the energies aren't lined up together, then things aren't going to proceed as what you thought they should, or that you were hoping they would. And then something happens and it gets postponed or it's canceled. That sort of stuff. It's just waiting for the right time to line up, and just have patience for it. Eventually it'll happen, but it's waiting for all the things to line up in energy, because not only are we coordinating with our energy, we're coordinating with other beings out there, and meaning earthlings, of what we do, other humans, what we're doing. Our energies aren't all lining up. So just relax. It will happen, but it will happen when the energies are right for it to happen. And when all the planets are in line properly, then it's going to happen. But this is showing that these planets are starting to line up now. So things are starting to get into place. I bet you hear about some pretty good news that, okay, it's going to happen. And then the next time it probably will happen, but don't count on it. Again, it'll wait until everything's lined up for it to happen. So take advantage of the fact that it didn't happen, and then and do something new, something different in place of that. Good morning, Kat. How are you today? I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve. And let's see. Ooh, 5, 10, and 1 is 11. And 11 is the stars. Boy, we're going to all be floating around in this ether here with all these planets and stars. Kat, you're sitting in the stars energy. The stars are just shining bright today, and they're letting you know, I know it looks like you can't see in the dark, but the light is there. There is a reason for this. It just may take you years from now to figure out what it was. So everything that's happening is happening again for a reason. Just like it was with Winnie, it's happening, and it will happen when it's supposed to happen. The stars are just kind of, they're there. They're letting you know you're not alone, but this is all they're shining for you even in the dark. And you're also sitting in the hunter, that stalker dreamer. So the stalker is the one, I want to get things done. I'm out there, I'm hunting, I'm looking, I'm foraging, I'm getting all the things done that I need to do. But sometimes the hunter can forget to have fun, that they are so focused on doing that they're not focused on the joy of doing. So remember, look for the fun of it. And even though things are looking like, oh man, if I don't paddle hard, I'm not going to get where I need to go, just put the paddle away and just allow yourself to float down the river. It's scary because you're just going in the field and the flow of life, but the stars are there pulling you along with their energy. Excuse me. So now Debbie Marcellus, Happy New Year, my love. And let's see. You're most welcome, Kat. Debbie Marcellus, you are sitting in the big 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19. Boy, I tell you, we're in that second spin of the earth count, everybody so far. So the second spin is pure science. This is a tricky one. This is the DNA being of who we are. So remember, all our skin just naturally sheds off and is reborn. We are naturally getting into the age cycle. Everything just kind of happens naturally of the evolution of our bodies, but your body is undergoing a change right now. There is something happening within your chemistry of your body is wanting to switch over. I don't know if you're either ending a cycle of maybe being sick for a bit and you're coming into something of getting better, or if you're going into a cycle of maybe a little bit, I'm running fevers or I'm doing stuff like that. But remember, when we run a fever, as long as it's not a dangerous fever, it's our body burning off what we don't need. Our bodies are beautiful and they will do all these things. That's the science of it. And allow yourself to sit in that, okay? Don't panic if you're not feeling well. If you're not feeling well, just pay attention to what you've ate. Nurture your body, give your body lots of nourishment. But if you're getting a fever, maybe let your body burn that stuff off rather than trying to stop it from doing that. Just don't let it get dangerous, right? And you're also sitting in thunder. So that craziness, the roar, the thunder has to happen before we can get the storm. And so you're in the process of everything percolating and everything building up, and you can feel it in your body. I can feel all this stuff happening. I just have that inner sense that something's going to happen, and know that it is going to happen. And it's not going to take too many days now into the new year that this thing, whatever it is going to happen. And again, I'm leaning into your body. There's something in your body that's going to just do something. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Maybe you'll have a big weight loss. Maybe you'll have I have no idea what it is, but there's something in your body is going to switch up and change. And right now it's getting ready for that change, that metamorphosis, if you will. So good luck to you on that. And but don't worry about it, okay? Just go with it. There's nothing. It's the cycle of law. We just go with it. So Natalie P. Hi, could I have a stone reading, please? Absolutely. And let's see what Natalie's looking at. Ooh, Natalie's looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the cycles of the moon. Moon, movement, and energy. And what are we in? I believe we're in a new moon, are we not? And I know there's that double moon, or the black moon, I think it's called. There's big change happening right now, and you may get caught up in the energy of that right now. It's really, really it might be overwhelming today. Do some research on what that black moon is, and really sit in the energy of it and how it's sitting for you. Good morning, Kim. And how it's sitting for you. You're sitting in that energy of that moon, and you're also sitting in owl. So it's all seeing. So owl, I can sit very calmly and watch anything around me, but I can see in all directions. Not only can I see in front of me, I'm actually can spin my head where I can see around me, behind me. And it's asking you to take a look at where you are, but also take a look where you've been. and then make a choice. Do you want to continue doing what you've been doing? So happy new year. Let's make changes. And it's saying if you don't make changes, you're going to have a year exactly the way you just had a year. So whatever you would have done normally, if you want to change, you're the one that has to create that change. So take a look at the year behind you and ask yourself, what do I need to change so that I can change whatever it is that I didn't necessarily want to experience, or something that I decided that, you know what, there's a better road for me somewhere else. Take a look at where that would lead you, okay? Really analyze this last year. I hope that helps you. I started feeling fasting yesterday and didn't sleep well. Maybe that is what you feel. Absolutely, absolutely. And that could be part of that change that you're having, Debbie. Excuse me, Winnie, you're most welcome. Let me see, where else are we going? Catherine Lewis, here we go. Catherine Lewis, good morning, grandmother, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. I would so appreciate a stone reading this morning. Let's get to it. So Catherine Lewis, let's see where you're sitting. Ooh, that great big one jumped up, and you're sitting in 5, 10, 13, 11, 12, 13, 13. Now look at, most of us are sitting in that, so the first 10 count is the lower room, the first room, which is the tonal. And the second turnaround in the earth count is dealing more with spiritual. So you're sitting in that spiritual realm right now as well. You're sitting in the spirit of all animal, or of all plants. And you're also sitting in transformation, the spin up, the change up. There's big things happening. There's big change, but change in lifestyle, it's telling me. Normally, it would be change. I can usually see if it's a job or whatever. It's a lifestyle change. I don't know if it's telling you that you will be slowing down or that you'll be trying new things, but there is a lifestyle change that's ready to start. And it will start, it will kick off right like the first week of the new year. You're going to start noticing this lifestyle change. Perhaps you're moving, perhaps she's almost showing me that something shifted, a big shift. You were waiting for the shift, or the shift is just going to happen for you. And you're also sitting in the smoky mirror. Now, it looks like a lot of ripples in the sand. And if you take a look at water when it's rippling, and you looked at your reflection is all bumpy, right? It looks like it might be a little bit of a bumpy road. Whatever's switching up on you might give you a little bit of turmoil, a little bit of a bumpy road. But remember, those ripples will balance out, and then you can have a clear vision of where you're going. But when the turmoil is happening, just allow it to happen. Just know, hey, this is okay. It's supposed to happen this way. And the turmoil will get you so that you can eventually see that beautiful, clear path ahead of you. I hope that helps you. It's not often what we want to hear, but but it's not so bad. It's not a storm. It's just a little kind of ripple, a hiccup, if you will. Kat, thank you. You're most welcome. Kevin, blessings to you. I would love a stone, and I hope everyone is well. Thank you so much. And you are sitting in 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's back on that second ring. We're all sitting in that spiritual realm, and you're sitting in with the animals, though. And this is instinct. My instinct is high alert right now. I see you actually, like with, you know how something happens and all little hairs stand up on your arm or in the back of your neck? That's that spidey sense. Your spidey sense is going to be very, very in tune today. You're going to be very aware of the energy around you. Literally, when I said that, all the hairs stood up on my arm. Pay attention to that. Spirit's talking to you, and let spirit ask when I'm being cautioned to avoid something, or when I'm being told to do something or pay attention to something, what happens to my body when that happens, and then know that sensation and be aware of it. So for me, when I am in I get that tingly feeling, I know that there's something I need to pay attention to. And that's what's happening today for you. Watch what you are being told to pay attention to, and give it extra thought. Don't just brush it off. Don't be too quick to advance. Just kind of slow down and really analyze before you move forward. You're also sitting in the medicine wheel. I love this one. This is the medicine wheel. all directions, and is telling you your animals, your power animals, they actually do talk to us all the time. And we have 9 animals, and your animals are speaking to you today. That's that instinct. So when you all of a sudden, if I'm angry, say I'm angry and I can feel myself getting very defensive, you know what happens? I get a gut feeling in my stomach, and then my shoulders hunch over. I physically feel my shoulders hunch over. And it's because I'm sitting in my mountain gorilla. And that is, he's protecting me, and he's letting me know now's the time to be cautious about something. So this is what we're talking about. Your body is going to give you a sensation. Then acknowledge that sensation, and then pay attention to what happened. And so that you can learn every time I get that sensation, that's what I need to pay attention to. Okay. It's a huge teaching day for you. I love it. And that's actually quite a gift that your animals are giving you. So pay attention to that. I love the beauty and the flow of your universal spirit in us. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for your energy blessings. Aho, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now let's go to Kevin. Blessing. I think I did Kevin already. Did I not? Might not have. Kat, Kevin, yes, I did. Elf. How are you, Elf? And I know I butcher your name every time, and I'm so sorry about that. Hello, can I get a stone, please? Let's do her. Let's get you a beautiful stone. 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. That's the tonal. Now that is into our physical world. So you're in the first spin around. And number 8 is the cycles of natural law. It's change again. That seems to be the overall theme with almost everyone right now, is change in some form or fashion. Excuse me. There's a change in, I want to say it's telling me, oh man, it's just stuck right there too, saying get it out. It's telling me that there's a New Year's resolution, but as soon as you make that New Year's resolution, you're gonna break it. And saying don't do that. You're sabotaging yourself. Don't sabotage yourself. Just allow yourself the natural flow. You're in it. You want to make a big move, but it's telling you don't make 1,000 moves to get that move. Make one small move and then master that, and then go in and make another small move and master that. Have that as your end goal, not as the immediate goal. So do things in smaller chunks today. Excuse me. And you're also sitting in the sun. So the sun sits in the east of the medicine wheel, and it's lighting a fire under your butt to get going. Oh, not only, and I've had people do this, I'm going to quit smoking, I'm going to quit drinking, I'm going to quit doing this, and this, I'm going to exercise every day. And they make this big health package that they're going to do. And then that lasts for about maybe 3 or 4 days, and then it all crumbles. And because one thing crumbles, everything crumbles. So literally take that small thing as your light to get moving, as the sun is telling you, get moving, but only do one tiny little thing. Do that for a full 60 days. And then if you want to add something, go ahead and do it. And if not, that's okay. You didn't fail. Just keep doing that one thing that makes you feel better. So tiny chunks is what it's telling you. Excuse me. Kim, good morning, grandmother. Can Lee and Hunter as well? Okay, well, let's start off with the youngest. So we're going to do Hunter's stone first. It's a tiny little one. And you're sitting on 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. 17, that's into that spiritual world again. And 16, 17, 17, that's the Kachinas, and it's asking you, oh, this is to be understanding of what's around you. It's wanting you to do something physical. So the Kachinas form all images of substance, and it's asking you to make something of substance. So make yourself a New Year's Eve something that it can wrap up and signify whatever it was that you experienced all year. So maybe do a piece of art or something, but be a little bit crazy with it and allow all the fun stuff to come out. Ask him to bring out your a whole bunch of craft stuff so you can actually create. And it's asking it for a 3D creation of your life of last year. So the whole year of last year. And what would it look like if you had this beautiful creation, and what would you create to signify last year? Okay. Woohoo. I love it. Let's go to Lee. Holy Lee. Okay, and back into that spiritual realm, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. You know what? You are sitting in 17, the exact same thing that your son is. So the two of you together, let's both make a creation today. Make a 3D creation of your last year. Okay. So not only is Hunter going to make one that wraps up his last year, but you too are going to do that. Reflect on your last year, make something 3D that you can have a visual of, where you could look at it and go, yeah, I know what that means. I know what that means. You don't have to explain it to anybody. You know what it meant. That's pretty cool, actually. And you can do it with your son. So let's see what Miss Kim is going to get. If I pull another, I've got 3 sets of stones. If I pull another 17, that'll be amazing. And no, I didn't. Kim, you're sitting in the first circle. You're sitting in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we're going to go down into the tonal world. The tonal world is calling you. And don't sit in that ether today. Allow yourself to drop in to the energy of the earth, the energy of now. Pay attention to where you are. Of course, the 4 is the animals, but it's not asking you necessarily to sit in animal instinct or balance. It's actually asking you to pay attention to the mind. As you're watching, don't analyze, don't sit in the ether today. Allow yourself to come grounded down and pay attention to the everyday life. Don't be in the floaty stuff. It is enticing to sit in the floaty stuff, but it's asking you to actually anchor yourself into the ground today and really sit in this tonal world and pay attention to it, but not get all spinny in your head about it. Just allow it to be, okay? I still do the same thing that Lee and Hunter are doing. I think that would be fun. I hope that helps. And I need a card for you, Kim. Kim, you're sitting in the wind. And that wind is allowing that brain to the movement. I would get a fan. I would start moving that air around you. The air around you wants to sit kind of dormant right now, and it's asking you for movement. I need movement today, so get that movement going. Allow yourself that air. I would actually even I don't know if you have a fan, but I would sit in front of a fan today, and I would let the air just blow on my face and sit into, if you can meditate in that or journey into that with the wind exactly on you, allow yourself to drop into the medicine wheel, but feel the wind and actually sit right in front of the fan and feel it on you. And what is it telling you? Because the wind talks to us, and that wind is wanting to talk to you, but it needs you grounded hard before you could get into that space. I would look into that if you can get it done. Debbie Marcellus. Okay, yeah, I did that one. Natalie, thank you. Kindly Happy New Year. You're most welcome, my dear. And I think I did you. Yeah. Okay. So it's funny because I'll tell you guys, when I do something and I do read a stone, immediately when I'm done, I release. So it's called releasing. So I'm drooling here right now. But so when I read a stone, like I just read Kim's stone, as soon as I was done, internally, I just kind of wipe it, grab it, and I pull it all out because it's not mine to carry. And so when I can't remember whose name I've pulled or anything, that's why I do that, because I literally have pulled it out. So Spirit's Corner. I love that name. Good day. I would like a reading, please. And thank you. Most welcome. Absolutely. Let's find out what it's got for you today. This wonderful New Year's Eve. And 5, 10, and 1 is 11. 11 are the stars. And that again is that ether of the spirit realm. A lot of us are going up there. I think I've only had 2 that aren't. So the ether, we're sitting in the star energy, but it's asking you actually to shine bright of your star, and to glitter and glitz is saying glitter and glitz, glistening stars. I'm looking at sprinkles, confetti, but not really confetti, everywhere around me. I'm not sure what it means something to you, because it's literally showing me glitz and glamour, and even maybe even lights flashing. I'm seeing all kinds of flashing off and on, lights all over, lights shining everywhere, and it's, I'm not getting a good or a bad feeling about it. It's just there. So it's going to be very present at some point in your day today. And you're also doing the ghost dance. That's the ancestors. That's getting into the nitty gritty of that, and that would be exactly while you're dancing. If you're dancing to music, and there might be some flashing lights. Now, I don't know if you're going out for New Year's Eve or not, but this is showing literally lights flashing, and is telling you to do the ghost dance. So even if you're by yourself, I want you to just put some music on and flow, and allow yourself to get into the movement of it, and I'll just allow your body to feel it and experience it. If you can, get drum music, get flute music, no words this time. It's just asking you to go into Google shaman music, and grab something from that, and move like the animals. Just allow it to be, and don't question. You may get some messages that way, to allow yourself to sit in the flow of it. That's actually kind of cool. My class does that once in a while, so I'm excited for you to get that understanding. Luisha, good morning, my love. And it's good you came on, Luisha. I forgot all about you leaving that message to get a stone for you today. So, Luisha, you are sitting in the number 5. And that is, what is it like to be human? You are not sitting in that spiritual realm. It's asking you to ground in to what it is like as a person. Is oh my gosh, don't be in the ether today. Be in the humanness of who you are, and just tap in. And it's asking you, literally close your eyes and feel your head. What exactly does your hair feel like as it comes out of your scalp, come onto your face? What does it feel like to have my skin over top of my skull, my eyes inside the socket? What does it feel like when I breathe in? Can I breathe? How does the air go? Slowly today, go all through your entire body, right down to your feet. And what does it feel like to have toes on the end of your feet, and toenails on the end of your toes? Really be really aware of all your body today. That's actually kind of cool. So that's what you're getting today. And you're also getting the seer. The seer is starting to wake up for you. I am getting that beautiful seer. I'm going to be able to see, and I believe actually you have the seer package with my stone reading class coming up. Is that seeing all seeing, where you're coming in, and you're going to start allowing yourself that free flow of experience. So I'm just going to take a moment just to emphasize this. So the stone readings, that course that I've got coming on, that starts online on the 8th, is awesome. And this is doing exactly what I'm talking to Luisha about, of climbing into the stone, understanding the depth of all the layers of that stone count. And Luisha, that is waking up for you. It's perfect that this year you're going to be taking that study. And Luisha, it's called actually for another, isn't that interesting? Called for another card, and it's calling for the crow. So the crow, looking around, the wisdom of the chatter, stop the chatter. You don't need to be, I don't need to know. I don't need to analyze, figurize, and anything. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to get into the seer's position now and just feel. So allow the feels, and you don't need the words to go with it. Ooh, that's actually quite exciting. I'm excited for you. And I will see you in just a couple days for my class. Catherine Lewis, thank you very much. You're most welcome, honey. Kevin, I love the beauty and flow from the universal spirit around us. Thank you so much for the energy blessings, and for everyone. Thank you so much too for contributing and coming and being a part of the stone readings. I really appreciate it. Let's go on to Andrea. 5-4 Hector. I don't. Sorry if I'm messing that up. Spiritual family. Can I please have a prayer for my family, as we just had a loss on Sunday? I'm sorry about that. Our fur baby Shadow, 16 years old, passed away. usually is for me. I do animal readings and rainbow bridge readings, and it usually takes me 4 days to get a message from them. So at the 4 day mark, just stop, close your eyes, light a candle to your pet, and just start talking to them. You may get a feeling that they're in the room. You may feel them brushing up or beside you, that sort of thing that happens normally. And allow yourself to just really release and speak to them, and allow yourself time to grieve, because a pet's grieving is just as important as a human's grieving. So please don't shortchange yourself on that. So, Andrea, you are sitting in the number 5, 10, and 2 is 12. 12 are the planets. And that is all the planets lining up, and is saying that, you know what, all the galaxies, everything's spinning in the right direction. Everything's going along. We're all flowing together. And it's a big movement is happening, but it's happening spiritually and collectively. And we're all part of this beautiful flow. Allow yourself to be part of the flow, but also, and this isn't the stone telling you this, but this is me from my heart. Please grieve. Please do a grieving. And I do have a video on here. If you go into my videos, you'll see a grief video. Pay attention to it. Maybe pop in there and take a look at it. Or if you go onto my website, shamanicreiki.ca, I have a grief thing that you can download, and it's free, and you can download it, and it's there's music to it, and it's like a meditation. It's beautiful. So anyway, having that said, all that, you're also sitting in Jaguar. Jaguar doesn't necessarily have to come, no matter where it is, and it's asking you to go into the calm of it. Walk with purpose. Don't just react, but walk with purpose. Move forward one moment at a time. Pay attention to what's around you, and then move again. You don't need to be just running willy-nilly, like a little mouse is running all over the place at one time. You're not scampering. You're walking with purpose. So wherever you're going, whatever you're doing on your work day, your human day, even through your personal life, spiritual life, do it with purpose. Slow down, feel it, and then move forward. Feel it and move forward. Okay. So allow yourself, name it, claim it, and release it. I hope that helps you. Who else are we looking on? Kevin. Great. Yeah, I did. Thanks. I appreciate that. May I have a stone, please, Andrea? Oh, I did that one. Okay. Love you. Kevin. As Bob Dylan said, everybody must get stoned. And I'm old enough to know what that means. So good for you. I love it. Rhoda, good morning. Rhoda, you are, now interesting. I'm not planning on picking the Great Teacher Stone, but this popped out. So I'm going to do it for you anyway. You're sitting in number 1. Number 1 is the very first one, and that sits on the east. That is right down into the tonal. It's not asking you to sit in the spirit woo-woo of it. It's sitting in, is pay attention to what's going around you. There could be a little bit of fireworks going off around you today, and I don't mean like New Year's Eve fireworks. I just mean energy fireworks. There's going to be some, it's like, like the sun shoots off coronal energy occasionally, and that's what I can see. I can see a big whammy of emotions or of energy hitting you today. When it comes, just allow it, and you're going to know when it's happening. When you feel it, just release it through you. I'm not going to allow it to sit in my heart space. I'm just going to let it go right through me. And if you can do that and visualize it hitting you and going out the back end, you don't need to try to stop it and it's because it could hurt the feels. It could be like a big hit to either ego or a hit to your heart, as in, oh my God, that really hurt. But literally, when you feel it, let it go right through you, and then experience it to do that. You're also sitting in raw power, which is exactly what I'm talking about. So the Great Teacher of Raw Power tells you have the ability to allow that energy, that stuff that's going to hit, to just push it right on through. And I physically do it when it happens to me, when I feel that hit. Sometimes I'll go and I'll bounce it off. But sometimes in this case, it's asking you to go through it and push it out the back end of you. You don't need to walk around with it. Okay. If you do that, you don't have to carry it. That's actually quite, it's an advanced shamanic teaching, but you can do it too if you just push it and just be aware of it. You're also sitting in the curse. the curse. And it may feel like this thing that's going to hit you today may feel like, oh my God, it just hurt my heart. It's just like someone really is going to say something. There's going to be a situation that's just going to, oh, like the knife in the heart. And instead of just like that and not talking about it, holding it in and not saying anything, you're not going to do that. You're going to let it go through. That's what we want you to do, is move it. And if you can't move it, go into a different room and then physically push it. Just keep going like this. I'm pushing it through. Boom, 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 and allow it to go at the back end. It will help you a lot to get through that. I hope that helps you. Now, who else are we sitting with? That was Rhoda. Kim, you're most welcome. Thank you. I think I got everybody. Spirit, wow, cool. Thanks. You're most welcome. Luisha, I love the reading today. I love you. All the best in 2024 to everyone. Off to go and experience being human. I love that, Luisha. Andrea, I sure will love. And Third Eye Awakening. Whoa, you're brand new. So hello and welcome. Like, subscribe, share, all that kind of fun stuff. And I'll take a stone. Absolutely. You're sitting in the number 2. Okay, so, or 510, I mean. So we're actually sitting into the ether again. So we're coming up into that ether part. But 10 is pure intellect and measure. There's lots of judgment that's going to be kind of McJudger, or someone else is going to be judgy McJudger on you today. It's going to be, so it's asking you to please don't judge other people, but also don't allow other people to judge you. So when you're getting judged, if you are being judged and you can feel that, oh, they're just going to say this, or this is, you know how you just kind of know that people are talking about you when you're, even if you're not there, your instincts tell you that. All I want you to do is just visualize a mirror in front of you. And that mirror, all they're doing is bouncing off, right? They're bouncing off. They're seeing something in you, which is triggering something in them. So it's okay. Just allow it to happen. And if I could get a t-shirt, it would be, it just is. So it just is. And I can tell you, I no longer worry about what other people are saying behind my back or around me. It's not my problem anymore. I know that's for them to deal with. I please everybody. All I can do is look in the mirror and please myself. Do I like the person that's looking back at me? And if I don't, I get to choose what to change. And that's what it's telling you. You are in charge of what's looking back at you in the mirror. And don't worry about those around you. Ooh, it's a good one. It's a good teaching, actually. It's part of one of my classes, but it's a good teaching. And you're on the journey, and it's telling you that this journey is full of a whole bunch of different things. You're gonna experience the ups, you're gonna experience the downs, the highs and the lows. You're gonna experience all that stuff, but you can't ask other people to not judge you if you're judging others. So it's hard when you're doing that. Oh, you hurt me when. And there's a little, or maybe I will bring this up. So there's a little thing that I tell my class. Say something about somebody. So, and I'll give you an instant on my husband. So I'm going to say, when my husband just ignores when I'm talking to him about and walks away and doesn't actually hear me, I get pissed off and I feel like he's just doesn't care about me. Okay, so that would be the thing. Then I'm going to turn that inward. When I don't listen to myself and I blow off my own speaking and don't pay attention to myself, I feel like I just don't care about myself. Whoa, that puts that in a whole different aspect, because it triggered me when someone else did it. But when I actually look at it as in self, I realize that that's what I do to myself, and that's why I got the feels. Because if you're not doing something to get the feel and you don't get that feels, then you're not being triggered. You hadn't been mirrored back. So if you get a feel like that, you get that ew, then turn it on yourself and find out what you're doing to yourself to feel that way. It's a huge eye-opening. It's actually quite shocking when we do that. And I do it all the time. I really do. Gloomy, I'll take a stone. Please, you did. I'm good. Thank you. And I'm in drama. Then, so put your drama down. When blank happens, write it down. I feel like how you feel. or they make me feel, blah, blah, blah. Now change it. When, and then I do that to myself, I feel. So really, you're just having a response of a mirror. It's wonderful teaching. Woo wee, guys. I'm going to give you a stone for sitting in the moon. And look at that beautiful moon tonight. It's the full moon, I believe. Kim had a beautiful full moon ceremony, and I believe it's the full moon. Get out there, sit in that movement of the energy of the moon, and allow the moon to just take your troubles and ask them to just, you know what, I just surrender. I surrender to all of that. I'm going to be the best person I can be, and I'm just going to celebrate me in the moment of now. Left. It's online. It'll be held on Zoom. You will also have, they're going to be recorded, so you'll get a copy of the recording if you want. And there's a workbook that goes with it. It's 7 weeks where you learn how to actually do stone readings. I am the only person that I know of out there in cyber world that are doing stone readings, and I follow the earth count, the Mayan earth count, or also the children's count, and you get an in-depth teaching of how to read stones. It's not just the reading like this means that, this like literally this stone here, 4 means animals, but it doesn't just mean animals. It means all the in-depth thing of animals. Where does it sit in the wheel? What's the energetic around it? What is the vibrational energy of it? You're going to learn how to climb into the stones, journey with them, and you create your own set of stones, and it's a wonderful, wonderful process. And it's every week for 7 weeks, and it starts on the July 8th, and I have 3 different packages. You can learn to do stone readings for yourself, you can learn to do stone readings for someone else, and you can take the advanced one where you get a human design private reading, as well as a stone reading private reading with me, which takes you through the 20 count, and it also will provide you with different layouts so you can do different types of stone readings for others. It's certified. You do get a certificate, and get out there and let's all spread the love. I'm all about getting out there and supporting others doing things. It's not this competition stuff. It's not where I sit. So if you're called to that, great. And if not, that's okay. Keep coming back. Enjoy the stone reading. And I hope you have an awesome day. This is Karen. New Year's Eve. Be safe. Have fun. And I'll see you tomorrow if you're not too hungover. See you in the morning, guys. Bye-bye.